Hi everyone, Dani here, and welcome to Spenelli Speaks and the last Sunday night summary of Edward Rutherfurd's London. Believe it or not, we are done. Tonight is the very last chapter of our enormous tome. We have completed it. So if you have completed this, reread it, congratulate yourself, pat yourself on the back. This is amazing. If you're still coming along, that is great too. Check out the description. There is a full playlist available for you there so you can catch up on any of the chapters that you need to catch up on. Now, this isn't the last time we'll chat about it. Next week, which is Sunday, November 30th at 8 p.m. Central Time, we will have a live discussion here on my channel, and we'll discuss some parts of the book. I'll have a open comments in my community tab so that you can add any topics that you'd like to discuss or questions that you'd like to discuss, and we'll kind of go from there. I have a couple of things that I'd like to discuss. I have some announcements about future Rutherfurd plans, so we'll have a few things here and there to chat about, and I hope to see you there. Anywho, tonight, chapter 21, which is titled The River. So we're back to our original title from chapter 1, The River. So we've come full circle. This chapter is 6 pages long, so it's extremely short. We only follow, and when I say follow, I mean briefly meet 3 characters, and they kind of give off certain ideas that are in the present. So we're in 1997 at this point. That is 37 years later from the previous chapter. And like I said, we see a couple of characters and they kind of give us an idea of where London is at this point. So our first character is Sir Eugene Penny, so another Eugene. He is still with the insurance company, so that has been very strong with his family. And he is representing like how the past is being appreciated through like museums and through galleries. So the Tate Gallery is mentioned, and his family donating artwork is mentioned, and he kind of expresses his appreciation for the appreciation of art and past relics. We also follow or meet a Sarah Bowl, and it's briefly mentioned that her family still owns the brewery, and so that's still a prominent piece of her family history. And she is a young archaeologist who is very interested in finding out more about what was here before us, basically, or before them. And she is very enamored by another character that we meet, Dr. John Doggett, who is a very prestigious archaeologist, he's very into his job. He is very into the past. He is very interested in learning more about what the earth can uncover about previous civilizations, and he impresses that upon others, whether that be tours that are coming through, like young children, or young archaeologists like himself in Sarah. So the chapter really exudes a idea that though this is the end of this book, it's the beginning of understanding. As we've seen throughout the history of London in this fictional book, we've seen how things have progressed, and then in this chapter we really see how the modern day human or person really gets to look back and understand how things became the way they were, and by appreciating past art, past engineering, past innovation, you get to learn so much more about yourself. Even with Penny's character, he goes on about how London isn't really just Anglo-Saxons. It's a melting pot of European immigrants, and it really embodies the idea that London is so much more than what it began, what it first started as. And through this book, through this fictional reenactment, so to speak, we got to see that. And that's why I love this book so much, and that's why I'm excited about potentially reading more in the future. And I'm just happy that you were along on the journey. So like I said, 6 pages of just quick um, understanding. We do get a very brief mention about how the Thames is a little bit cleaner, a little bit clearer. If you've been to the Thames anytime, it's brown, which, I mean, if you've been to Mississippi here in the United States, that's brown as well. But so I love this. I love this. I hope you loved it as much as I did, or maybe just a little bit. And I hope that you enjoyed these summaries. So again, if you have the time, please feel free to join me next week, November 30th at 8 p.m. Central Time, for a live discussion on the book. We'll see how much we can get through. And if I'm here all on my lonesome, I have some topics that I'll discuss, and you can always watch it in replay, which is totally okay too, and I'll keep it in our playlist. So until then, I hope you're reading something fantastic now that you're done with London, taking care, staying safe, and as always, you know how it goes. Happy reading. Bye.